similar to like what we're talking about with Revenge, where it's like you gotta keep it in the back of your mind. You know, it's not in singles where you can just keep like hyper fixating on like, okay, he has WAF, these are what he's gonna be fishing for. You have another opponent to think of. You gotta take care of your teammate. It's just a little hard.
You got that, and then I'd say bike is also just a scrap breaker as well.
Yeah.
Just you ride bike through, everyone gets thrown out of the way if you don't see it coming. But yeah, they're gonna get started on their set. We got our set right here with CSS being John Wick 4.
John Wick 4 looks a little bit like, I believe his name is Kason. But regardless, ZSS, Greninja, two characters with really high jumps, capabilities to juggle for hours.
Which is going to be a very big detriment. Those are two characters, Greninja and ZSS, that Dr. Mario is going to have to fear for their life. But
and they're also two characters that are harder to gimp, so we might not be seeing as many edge guards as like our previous sets. But you know, obviously Dr. Mario is that liability, but Meowscarada kind of known for making it not look like that.
Yeah, Dr. Mario is such an interesting character where you, honestly, pretty low on the tier list, but Meowscarada, they put in work, but Joker or Ravenking going to be losing the first stock of the set here.
I was gonna say, immediately, right off the bat, you saw how they started throwing Dr. Mario in the air. And every move they were trying to do, throwing him in the air. Instead, because before, once again, in other double sets, you see them constantly trying to throw him off stage and like separate the two that way. But looks like blue team this time is trying to use verticality of the game to separate the two. Because Dr. Mario doesn't have the best landing options either.
Oh no, what has he got?
so you just throw him up, ZSS runs across stage, gets it. But Arsene, Big Brother's here, that's going to find the stock on ZSS.
It's Arsene, but really fast. Meowscarada waited for the forward throw for Ravenking to be ready, and that was a double back air that hit on both opponents instead of just the one. And it's just that quick awareness that you just need that we've been talking about so much. Everyone's sitting at 2 stocks. Ravenking at the weakest stock right now, but still hanging on. Might have another Arsene. And we didn't even talk about that. Arsene comes out usually once per stock in singles. Sometimes 2 if Ravenking does get off that Rebel's guard. But in doubles, we might be seeing two Arsene per stock because of the damage taken, damage given, and also Rebel's guard.
Right?
Yeah, Rebel's guard can activate on teammates as well because of team attack. So we're going to be seeing a lot of Arsene here. Losing it there once again, but ooh, low profile in the up smash there.
And you could just tell how much of a veteran Meowscarada is when it comes to doubles. Oh my god.
Got interrupted on the up air. If Ravenking had gotten that up smash, that could have been the end of the stock. It's just that quick second, just barely just in time to save your teammate.
But he might have just caused their doom. Never mind.
Nope.
Meowscarada always finding a way back to stage. Always cool,
that.
calm, and collected.
We
Here
love the mash. Okay, yeah.
Okay, blue team separated, and you see they're not worrying about Starman there. They're focusing on John Wick 4.
Yeah. They knew that Starman probably would make it back to stage, but also just covering the landing that John Wick could have possibly had.
So they double stall while using that downtime 2-year advantage. Oh,
yeah.
Unfortunate SD by John Wick 4.
Yeah, going a little bit too low against Ravenking, but looking to snuff out that stock with their, I mean, they had a weak stock, so it wasn't that big of a loss, but they were just looking to close it out there. All right.
Even game here.
Ooh.
I'm looking for the air dodge.
Yeah, even game, one healthy, one a little unhealthy on each stock of the players. This might decide who gets this first game here. And we are in best-of-5 territory at winner's semis, as you've seen. So, okay.
Yeah, trying to looking for a little cheeky stuff.
Yeah. Being that, okay, starting to set something up. That forward throw being a good combo throw. If Ravenking is able to pick up on that. Found some stuff, but also just losing it. Greninja up smash.
Red team both at ledge, but it doesn't matter. Getting the reversal on Starman.
That was so close to living. That barely killed.
Super doable for John Wick. Almost comboing off of Meowscarada's own hit.
Not the dash attack. Okay, trying to read the DI a little bit.
Yep.
Arsene almost can't come out. Oh no. Yeah, Arsene didn't come out fast enough. Okay, now we got Meowscarada versus John Wick 4. Who wants it? Meowscarada trying to hold at the ledge, the pill into the uppy.
It's the clutch gene. It's the clutch gene. But I was going to mention earlier, you know, Meowscarada, like I said, veteran doubles, one of the best players. And you could see that with small decisions. Like, he was at ledge with Ravenking, I believe, ZSS, and then Starman was off stage. Any other team would have back thrown the ZSS there. He forward threw to maintain that space instead of trying to force a double edge guard.
Yeah.
And I think it's really small decisions like that that make all the difference in finding stocks earlier and more efficient. That's all doubles is about, you know, is that efficiency of stock taking. It's not like singles where you're gonna, okay, I can play the clock. You can't really in this situation.
No, you can't. Like, if you're stalling in doubles, you're playing double Sonic at that point. But yeah, it's just those quick awareness, and you gotta split second decide, because if you don't do it, the window's already gone. The windows are opening and closing, and you don't want to pinch your face. Like,
but you know, Starman and John Wick once again did really well that game. They found Ravenking super early. He only did get about, I think he only got one Arsene per stock, and then that last stock didn't even get one.
Yeah, barely ending that last one. I'm wondering if it was close enough for Meowscarada to just do a jab, just to get Arsene activated. So, we'll see in the second game here.
I think what happened, the downfall of blue team that last game was that they kind of stopped working on that initial game plan of like keeping red team above them. You know, they kind of shifted more towards a traditional double style.
Oh, that was a good
beautiful
back air.
And I think if they focus more on that verticality again, they can find those stocks sooner. Because you have ZS and Greninja.
Oh no! They're okay. Everyone's just living and hitting their opponents at the same time. That is a double kill for red team.
Not sure what happened to Meowscarada, but
I think Meowscarada got hit by a back air or like a forward air or something, and just got knocked off. And then Ravenking was too far from the ledge to get grapple hook. But yeah, it is that verticality that needs to be put in a lot more. Because if you let Dr. Mario be able to get on the ground and let him do his thing, he's going to cause issues. So you got to honestly bully him, or just make sure that you keep in mind, like, okay, we got to keep Ravenking in check a little bit, but Meowscarada is a bigger target here because Dr. Mario can just be bullied more so than Joker.
Exactly. If you could force those
oh
my god, beautiful cape.
Yeah, the cape or the magic code or whatever. Cape 2.
And yeah, it was focusing on that verticality once again. I already mentioned how, you know, Dr. Mario doesn't have the best landing options. Great conversion by
Yeah, that was almost a double up smash if Meowscarada was just hit barely into it.
Nice whip there too. Could have had a stock. Blue team, you know, even game right here.
Yeah. Almost even. Because that first stock was a little bit behind, but they were able to bring it back. Trying to use the Hydro Pump to keep Meowscarada off stage, not getting it. And John Wick applying the pressure that is needed to just keep Ravenking in check a little bit.
One thing I find interesting is that when red team are like right next to each other, Meowscarada tends to kind of use Ravenking as like a shield. Like he just stands behind, or they just stand behind Ravenking. Don't even move that much. And I think that patience is like really helping them out here, because there's no unnecessary hits on their teammate, you know?
All hits are like calculated. Like they know, like, okay, you're gonna eat the percent here, but it's for a greater cause.
Because like, especially because it happens a lot when they're in the corner. So Meowscarada knows that blue team wants to pressure Ravenking, but if their presence, if both of their presences there, what's blue team gonna do? Yeah. You know, you're taking on a 2v1 at that point, unless both of the blue team opponents jump in.
Wow, what a great setup from that weak nair into the forward air. It was just that awareness that is needed. Okay, jumping behind, yep.
Oh,
no,
not quite.
Great DI. But
might be a little too late.
It's that quick tomahawk.
Yep.
That tomahawk from Meowscarada was making you wonder, like, you're so close to the opponent in the shield. Like, are you going to do something, or are you just looking for a grab? And it's just so scary because you have the other opponent waiting there. So if you do make a move, they're just gonna run up smash, run up F smash back or something. So yeah, these two are just going in. Starman and John Wick are putting up a fight, but they need to find something here on this game 3, or else they are going to they're going to fall into the loser bracket. Actually seeing a character switch for the first time tonight, John Wick 4 is going to be taking on another Joker, seeing how well that works. We got 2 Arsens running out on the field.
I think taking on the mirror here is a good decision. You know, I know I keep focusing on it, but they stopped using that verticality, and I feel like that was the big game plan of that previous comp. But now, you know, having that mirror, having access to Arsene to take earlier stocks is going to help a lot here, especially because I feel like Blue Team wasn't finding any early stocks. They weren't finding them too late, but it was taking them longer than
they were taking too much percent is the issue. Like they were finding them at a good percent, good timing and all that. It's just that they were taking too much.
Just as we speak, Starman.
Yes.
But
yeah.
Y'all start taking that trade.
Works.
But Blue Team still getting that +1 stock here.
Yeah. Okay, we might see a little combo.
The give on Ravenking.
It's unfortunate.
Blue Team showing that they are not out of it just yet.
And
John
here we
Wick
go once again.
another one.
That could be another. Oh no,
Arsene.
that's too far away. No,
not quite.
Nope. Not finding it there. We are just seeing it is just a carousel of who is getting edge guarded by forward airs and back airs today. They are going back and forth, just trading. Everyone gets a turn on the ride.
Round and round we go, but Blue Team not looking like they're going to slow down anytime soon.
Oh,
never mind. As I speak.
But I mean, still pretty even. We got a little bit of an extra percent. Ravenking trying to end that there, not finding a spike hitbox. And yeah, they were just going back and forth. There are 2 Arsens out on the field. It's so scary. There's the counter into the back air. Okay, both of them going away at the same time. Okay, good rebound. We're seeing a little bit of the Joker ditto. John Wick was going a little crazy there.
I'm a big fan of that.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah.
Suddenly, Red Team just took the lead.
Yeah, Starman disappeared there, and I did not see anything happen there. Starman's going to have to take down both of them at this point. Definitely doable with these stocks. But we'll see which one's going to end up in the 1v1 if we even get to that point. There's the substitute. And the back air, that could be a stock if Ravenking doesn't... No, saved his jump.
That was a dirty angle, but not being able to get that edge guard off, you know, with the pressure of Joker on him.
One more can do it, but Arsene putting on that damage and finding the end of the set.
It's crazy to me how they brought that. They were so composed that entire time. There was not an ounce of fear in them. They weren't like, oh, whatever, we're down 4 stocks. You know, they just made it work. They didn't care. Red Team, beautiful. Going on the grands.
Yeah.
Or winners finals. Winners finals. Winners finals.
Where
brackets are hard.
Let me